Hi, Gary Korb from CigarAdvisor.com, and I'm here with Michael Giannini, who's with Archetype Cigars now, which is part of Cretech International, and we're at their offices here in California, and we're going to ask Michael about the 5 cigars that made his career, and he's had a long career, and it's been a good one too. So, Michael,
Gary,
what
thanks
5
for
cigars
being
for
in
you?
California, number
My
one.
pleasure. It's great to see you. You look great. I love
Thank
the
you.
outfit.
Thank you. So 5 cigars. Okay, so this may not be the quickest answers,
That's okay.
but I will give you my story. So,
My son's an editor, so.
okay, cool. So born and raised in Philly, I actually wanted to get a PhD in psychology.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, this is
that
right
was
up
my
your alley.
path. Yep.
So,
Actually, I was, and I was actually a chef, and I was teaching my retarded mentally ill kids.
you were a chef, yeah.
And so, wanting to get a PhD in psychology, my thought was I need a tweed jacket, but I also need a pipe. So I walked into a local smoke shop in the Chamonix Mall that used to be called Tobacco Country, it's no longer there. And I used to buy a pipe. So I would smoke my pipe on the weekends when I was cooking with our head chef. And so for Christmas one year, he gave me, he's like, dude, you ever try cigars? Dude, I'm a pipe smoker. And so he
Yeah, I
gave
started
me-
with the pipe too. I was
Yeah.
telling Sergio about that.
And I still smoke a pipe because I find the taste very interesting and it contrasts the cigars in a different way. And it keeps my palate sharp. So what's interesting about that was, for the Pollyanna, the head chef gave me 10 Macanudo Portofinos, and that opened up my world into cigars. And great cigar in a tube, and that was my first real premium cigar.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. It's supposed to happen. My
We'll
second
throw it closer.
cigar
Yeah. Okay.
that changed my life was when I started working with Ernesto Perez-Carrillo. And the funny story about this is when I used to be a sales guy on the road, I would drive through Florida, and all my friends from Philly used to stop by the El Credito factory in Little Havana and pick up cigars for us. And I'm like, dude, I don't stand in line for anybody, because you should see these lines. So when I would go to smoke shops and find them, I would smoke them and fell in love with them, and never really got to it. But I remember going into Florida as a salesperson, and one of the retailers like, you need to try this new Cigar number 5, and it was made by Ernesto.
Okay.
And that was the most second powerful and impression on me. And then a year later I got to work with Ernesto and actually saw what he did. So
Yeah.
Gloria Cubana Cigar number 5 was
Okay.
a phenomenon. My second earth moving cigar. My third earth moving cigar, I gotta say, is the Foundry brand, original Foundries with the gears on.
Oh, they were so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
the
was a
story
great line.
behind that, which I absolutely fell in love with, is the tobaccos were rare, and from anywhere from 25 years old to 5 years old. I remember the exact
And they had those
dates.
interesting bands and everything.
Yeah,
That's
they
very
had the
cool.
gears on them. But
Yeah.
what was unique about that, Gary, was that I didn't want my team to smoke any of the tobaccos out of the bales, because I didn't want to change the way we were going to blend if we had
Oh, I
tried.
see.
And basically what you do is you open up a bale, you make a
Right.
little foam, and you taste it for aroma, bouquet, and what are you going to do with that? I didn't
Right.
want to do that. I just wanted to do text, touch and feel and smell.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up doing something that is super unique and never to be had again, because those tobaccos are gone. So that was the third powerful cigar. The fourth most powerful cigars that really hit me, my favorites, are when I joined Ventura. I actually got a bunch of boxes in, and what I've learned over my career is never look at the filler binder wrapper, because immediately, I've smoked enough cigars in my life that I know what it's going to taste like.
Sure.
So I did it blind, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. The
That's okay.
Dream State blew me away, which has an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper on it, which blew me away, about as complex as that cigar is. The Short Robusto and the Strange Passage blew me away. So there's number 4 and 5.
Okay.
And then this cigar that Indiana put on my plate in November of last year, that I was blown away by.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
That's
I'm
my
not just
6.
saying it. This
I'm
is
breaking
really
the rules.
okay. That's fine. We can have the 6th one. We'll cheat. But this is very creamy, and I'm really enjoying it. And I mean, I expected it to be stronger
Yes.
for some reason. I don't know why, but I just did. And it's got the nice little front load pop, and it's been very consistent.
Yes.
I'm down about 1.5 inches now, and
But the last 3 I mentioned, Dream State, Strange Passage, and this cigar, are taste profiles that I had not really tasted before. which to me is when you look at the cigar, and subsequently after I looked at the blends, after I smoked it, I'm like, oh God, wow, I can't believe that's what's coming out of these 3 cigars. That's pretty impressive.
Okay, that's cool. So, all right, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Gary. Thank
And,
you.